That's a nice fish. There's a fish. Back-to-back cast. Yes! I've got a nice one on. Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm here at a power plant lake with my friend Evan and my dad. Since it's a power plant lake, it's constantly pumping out the warm water, so the water temp is 55 degrees, and we're not even right next to where they pump the warm water out, so it should be pretty good, especially for late December. So there's quite a few people here because this is one of the last still running power plant lakes around where we live, so we're gonna get to fishing. I'm starting off with a square bill. Evan's got a spinnerbait. My dad's got a Texas rig on. The water's 55, so they should be eating just about whatever. But it's a really good numbers lake, but not the best for size. But there's hybrids and stuff in here. Evan's on. Flip him. Lipless, right?
Huger every time.
There's the first bass of the day on a rattle trap.
It's like I'm switching.
Yep. There's bass number one, probably like right at 1.25 pounds on a rattle trap. Okay, there's my first fish of the day.
Oh my gosh.
That is a gizzard shad, I think, or a threadfin. I don't know which one's got the black dot. Someone will have to let me know. That is on the Vision 110. That is fish number one. I don't know if he's gonna make it. Shad are pretty pathetic.
Just leave them off there. It's an extra food.
Yep. Start live bait fishing. Mount need to start. Fish number one.
I don't think I have a hook big enough for that.
I don't think he's gonna make it. Oh, he swam off. He actually did. That's my first fish.
You used to be at the surf.
It's 11:16, so we've been fishing for about 2 hours, and Evan's caught that one bass, and I've caught the shad.
I think I have a bigger fish. That would be a good one.
Oh my, fish number two for me. You know, this is a different one. This is a different species of little fish. I don't know what this is.
What is it?
Trying not to kill him while taking him off the hook. This is my fish number two.
That's what you put for
I don't know what he is.
You're gonna fall backwards right in the
But my second fish of the day. The Vision 110's putting in work.
First fish of the day, super giant. Don't get any bigger than that.
Just like Evan's. We're at the warm water discharge, and the water it was 55 on the other side of the lake, and it's only 59 over here, so it's not that much warmer. But fish number two. I think we should cast up in there.
Like across it?
Like just go up to the edge and cast up into that, like next to the pillars. There's one. No, it got off, and it was a bluegill. It got off. It was a. Could you go back?
That was in the pound.
My dad's second bass. Same spot as the other one.
Need my vertical jig for real. You have the.
There's a fish. He was way up in there on the warm water discharge on the Ned rig.
Yanked him out of there.
I had to flip him over the barrier. Not a terrible one, probably the biggest one of the day. Probably about 1.5 pounds because he's real fat. He's got a giant gash on his side. He was way up in there.
What'd you cast, like right under
Right under the lines. He's got super, super sharp teeth. Just only eats bait fish. That fish absolutely slammed it.
Yeah. The rattler.
The smallest one yet. We're casting way up in the warm water discharge. Hold up. My second bass. On the Ned rig also. Little guy, but fat. My dad just caught one here. There's another back-to-back cast. That's a nice one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Nicest one so far.
Ned rig time.
Probably this one's probably pushing 2 pounds. He's got a tiny little mouth though. This fish is built like a spotted bass.
Actually, smallmouth.
Crazy looking. On the Ned rig, casting way up at these pillars. It's my second bass. Three casts in a row. On the Ned rig.
Does your other spinner have a whack rig on it?
Yeah. Smallest one so far. Evan, I can get you a Ned rig out too if you want. It's another nicer one. Didn't get one for a few casts, but oh, that one's about the same size as the other bigger one. Tiny little mouths on them though. I think that's my 4th or 5th one just at this spot. Those fish are warm. They feel like summer or spring fish. Tiny one. Same spot. Littlest one up for me so far. Back-to-back cast. They're way up under there. That's the smallest one. That's definitely the smallest fish of today, if you don't count the several bait fish that I snagged. He hit it as soon as it hit the water. There's that metal wiring crossing it onto the bridge, and they're sitting right under it. Three casts in a row. This makes 0 sense. We're all three throwing the same thing. Three casts in a row. I mean, they're literally sitting as close as they can get to the thing, the metal bar. There you go.
I just launched him out of the.
Evan's first. That's counts close enough.
I saw it. I'm getting my
No, what? Oh, goodbye to Ned rig number 2. Stuck on a rock. No, my leader knot broke. Well, it's over. I guess it being on straight braid does not matter. Second cast on straight braid after my leader broke when I got snagged. Tiny one. Yeah, way up in there. You want me to grab him for you? That's definitely the biggest one. No, probably 2 1/4, you think? Biggest one so far, probably 2 1/2. There's one. That's a nice fish, I think. Yeah.
Where's it at?
No, I can just grab him. I'm fine.
Should I just bring the net out just in case?
I've got braid on. I could just flip him. It's underneath you in that back panel. It should be on like the. I think it's in there. Do you see it? No net. Okay.
You got a life jacket. Wrap around him.
He's fighting in the current like a smallmouth.
No, do like what the. It's a decent 1.5 flipping. Maybe, yeah, 1.5.
Probably 2. Not as big as my dad's, but.
That's like mine. Oh, I think that's bigger than mine. That's definitely bigger.
Yeah, probably right at 2. Nothing huge, but biggest one of the day. Up in the current. I knew that cast would get a fish.
Yeah,
It was literally the furthest cast I've had up in there. That's the second fish, also on straight braid, so obviously I don't care. The water's pretty stained though.
Did not have it.
Really? So it's not genetic, it's just like, I literally just had a fish right there and then you caught him. Is it big?
No.
Evan's second fish that just jumped him off right in the boat on the Ned rig.
Another Ned rig.
How do you catch that on that net rig?
Oh, jeez.
On the Ned rig, I caught a shad. This is number 3. Bait fish number 3.
What's going on?
Finally.
Evan finally got one.
Get it in. Evan's first Ned rig fish he actually landed. There's his fish.
Give it a noggin. That was so stupid.
Yeah, record.
That might be that's the smallest one of today. It's the size of the Ned rig. Hold him up. Monster.
Could tell that.
That's a nice fish. He was way out here. These things fight like crazy in this current. That's a nice one.
How are you catching them? Like,
That is a heavy fish.
unless you cast in exactly the same spot as the
Chunky one. I'm gonna weigh him. They've got tiny little mouths. They're all like young fish. Okay. 1.17, so 1 3/4. It's about like the 4th or 5th one that size we've caught. There's another fish.
fish know who's casting it.
Yeah, they don't like you.
Oh, something's touching mine.
Be a drum. Come on, we gotta get the daily. Oh, it's a big bass.
Got Evan.
I'm like, first that's biting by it.
First one. I caught one on, good one on the spinning rod yet. Felt
There you go. It's the same size as that one I just had, isn't it?
yeah.
Another 1 3/4 probably. Same spot. Every time we come here, they're on this bridge.
It's super high in the wind.
Another one. That was a fish.
No way.
I've got a nice one on, like a really nice fish. No, I've snagged a catfish. Yeah, he's talking.
I literally had a fish who just fell off.
He's getting the slime. Stop it. Okay, so I've snagged 2 shad, a minnow, and now a catfish. I got him through the dorsal, like back in the spine.
You're doing better than that when you're trying to catch that carp by snagging them.
Okay, this is species number 4 for me today. I got the minnow, the shad, largemouth, and now a channel cat. Absolute giant channel cat right here.
Who does it? Keep it.
Water's 63.7. Yeah. Oh, monster. Hold it.
Other one. I hammered it.
Big?
It's good, a good fish. What in the world, man?
Here's his good fish.
Let me go, he said.
He's talking. That is the second catfish we have snagged on Ned Rigs. It's probably the same one.
Did you snag him or did you?
He snagged him.
Oh, in the eye.
I think they swipe at it and then. Is it a bass?
Yeah.
It's not a bad one.
Take it. Bottom lip.
The water coming out of that pipe is lime green. We're right up next to the plant. We're gonna try to catch a fish here. Let's go up to the toxic sludge. No way. He's got a fish from the line. Is that big?
Yeah. Not too bad.
The toxic fish.
Normal
2-pounder.
Yeah.
He was, look at, hold him up right there. He's next, that's the toxic sludge water. Right next to it. He was in the current. Yes. We're right next to the green water still. Tiny little guy. There's the green water. There he is in front of the factory.
Evan picked a good spot over there in that corner.
It's a nice fish. No, it's a catfish.
Catfish.
I did snag him.
Yeah, you're a snag.
Foul.
That's not fishing.
Foul hooked him.
This is the 3rd snagged catfish of the day. My 2nd. We caught probably like 25 fish. Evan caught like 4 or 5. My dad caught like, how many did you catch?
At least 30.
How many bass did you catch? I probably caught like a dozen. You probably caught like 10. We each snagged some catfish. It makes 0 sense, but they were all on a Ned rig and a lipless at the warm water discharge. Yeah, and the 3 minnows I snagged too. So power plant lakes are definitely better right now in the winter. So don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.